Okay. I'm trying to see how this is. Okay, never mind. I am I am currently doing this live because I'm doing I created a 30-day challenge for myself. Um I've never seen this done. I haven't really checked to see if this was a thing, but I created this and started this 2 days ago. This is actually day 3 of my 30-day live, and yesterday was day 2, but I didn't record yesterday at all because it was my sister's funeral, and I just couldn't. There was there was just so much energy and so much to do, and just being comfortable or getting comfortable yesterday was just not a thing. And so every time I wanted to go live, there just never seemed to be the right time. And then I was just tired. And so I just didn't do that. So that was my day 2. And today is day 3. And I don't have a set amount of time that I stay on these lives or anything like that. But I'm just gonna do, I think I'm gonna sit in a meditation for a couple of them. And I'm just really just doing this because I just want to get over my anxiety. I have always been introverted, and now I am more extroverted, but still introverted at heart. Like I'm an empath, so um, most of my family is. So picking up on emotions and nuances and things like that has always been um, one of the gifts that I had. So yesterday I couldn't go live. I could have gone live, but there just wasn't a moment to do that. So, hello, hi. Oh, okay, there it goes. Um, so I'm just doing these lives so that I can be a little bit more comfortable. But like I was saying yesterday, was my sister's funeral. And so, with all of the stuff that's going through my mind, I'm one of, I think we always lose count, but I'm one of 20 children. And I'm somewhere in the middle. But between my mom and dad, hi guys. Between my mom and dad together, my mom and dad have 11 kids together. So, um, so out of the 11 kids that my parents have together, I am the third child, first girl, and there's only 3 girls. So, my sister that I lost a couple weeks ago, she was part of the first group of my father's kids, and so she lived in California, and her death was a complete shock. She's only a few years older than I am, and I'm not even 50 yet. I'll be 47 this year, and I think my sister was 53, 54, but it was a lot, and so now. I guess I'm just still getting myself together. This is the second time I'm doing a live for this challenge, and it still doesn't really get any easier. Hasn't yet, because it freaks me out. Getting going live freaks me out, triggers my anxiety like big time. And so me going live every day for 30 days or as close to 30 days as possible, and And just speaking, I'm hoping is going to get me a little bit more comfortable. So the messages that are coming up, when they come up, I'm not sure I'm able to always yeah, it is scary. I think it's scarier because being a perfectionist, I'm a perfectionist. So it's every little thing. Even just to start this video, you have no idea. I went through so much just to push start on this video and start recording. I can talk myself out of anything. I can talk myself out of anything. So I almost gave up. This is day 3. I almost gave up because this is stressing me out. And then when I get on here, it's fine. So I think that when I have the time to do these lives, I'm just going to go ahead and just play it by ear. And I think that sometimes I'll bring on my tarot cards, or sometimes I'll sit and do a meditation. But the goal is to go live every day, and no matter what, except yesterday. Yesterday I made an exception because of the funeral. But to go live for a few minutes, and then, just that's my goal, to just get over the fear of it. Um, Elm tree. Okay, so I don't know how you do that. So you're making videos for friends? I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that because it stresses me out to make a video for myself. To make it for somebody else, do you know the mental freak out that would happen trying to figure out whether or not this person is going to actually like something? That's true. I never thought about that. It's my channel. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, because that just never even dawned on me. That is my channel and I can do what I want. Okay, so that means I can be uncomfortable if I want. All right. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, so it's been 7 minutes and 46 seconds, and I am I think all right. All right, just bringing it back. I had to pull it back a little bit because I was like, okay, that's enough. I was just like, that's enough. Let's stop it now. We've done this enough. But no, I'm going to stress this out for another 2 minutes. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my tarot cards and I'm going to pull a card so I can see what's going on. And just in general, because tarot doesn't make me nervous. So I'm just going to pull a card. I So I am a priestess, and I do divinations, um, and I'm an intuitive reader. So when I'm doing these readings and pulling cards and stuff like that, I'm not someone who knows what the deck means forward and backwards or inside out or any of that, who knows every definition. I'm not like that because as an intuitive reader, I'm a channeler too. Being a priestess, I'm a channeler. So I get a lot of my images and cards, not cards. I get a lot of my information from spirit. So when it happens, I'll usually pull a card and I'll read from the book. Because when I read from the book, that's where my messages tend to come in. And it doesn't matter how many times I pull the same card, because the reading, even with the same card, is not always the same. In fact, it's never the same. If I'm reading for somebody and I pull a card for them, and I'm reading for someone else and I pull the exact same card for someone else, the message is always different. I haven't figured out how spirit does that. They just do. So right now I am shuffling an oracle deck. There was like 15 cards that just popped out. So I'm going to do it again and see what comes up. I guess I'm just pulling to see what this energy is, or if there's a specific energy around tonight, or just a general message. This takes away some of my anxiety to shuffling cards and pulling them from the deck. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's not in this deck. It's not in this deck, so I'm gonna get my smaller deck. Okay, all right. So this is my oracle deck, and this is my tarot deck. Look how tiny and cute they are. So cute. So let me just see if there's anything that's gonna come out for this. I was like, I used to have glasses. Where are my glasses? All right. So I'm going to read this card when I find it. This is so random, but if any of you watching have ever seen that movie Sing, it's a musical. And Mina the elephant in the musical, Tori Kelly. She's played by Tori Kelly. And that song, Don't You Worry About a Thing, has been on a loop in my head for like 2 days. I'll wake up with songs just in my head and and they'll just loop until I either get another song stuck in there, but in the back of my mind, that song has been playing the whole time. So the card that came out was the Four of Swords. Can you see that? Trapped in a box. So the Suite of Swords deals with your social interactions, your emotions, how aggressive you tend to be, and things like that. Johnny's song, yes, I love his song, right? So now, yeah, okay. Now I need to watch Sing because I love that movie. They be snapping in there. I love all of the songs. All of the songs are everything. Okay, so sorry. So the Suite of Swords deals with your relationship to yourself and in relation to others around you, and also how other people's relationships affect yours. I love Mr. Moon. The whole cast, they're a bit much. I can't remember, what is the lady's name? The secretary. Oh my gosh. I cannot remember her name, but I know you know who I'm talking about. She cracks me up. she's she's perfect for that position. All right, I'm gonna read what this card says. The Four of Swords, and it was, I believe I pulled it up right. This says to soothe disagreements, look for a conservative middle of the road position. The opposition lessens when you realize that people can change. The greatest obstacle to your success is impatience. That's really interesting. I'm going to read it again. Four of Swords says, to soothe the disagreements, look for conservative, middle of the road positions. The opposition lessens when you realize that people can change. The greatest obstacle to your success is impatience. Okay, so the message that's coming up now is I'm trying to get the images that I'm seeing. So it's like a road, like a picture, a path through the forest or down the street, just a road, picture a road. And then on this road this is your path. Picture that as being the path. And on this path of yours, sometimes, things come up. And this is saying that you are needing to choose the non-aggressive path. So you're walking down the street. Let's picture a busy street, and like I say, it's on a city walk, and there are people who are coming towards you. You're coming towards them, and you can see this person has a lot going on. They don't really seem to be paying attention, and you see them. They do not see you. So in this scenario, you're the one that is responsible. Responsible is not the right word, but you will be the one that is aware enough to know, to just avoid that interaction, to sidestep that entire energy that's coming towards you. You can see this person's energy. You can see that they have stuff going on. And I'm saying that to say, take the middle. I mean, take the bigger ground. Take the higher ground in any disagreements that come up for you. Um, do not fall to their level. So things are happening right now on the planet. Like let's say there's a work situation or a home situation, any relationship situationship that comes up for you where you find that it's starting to feel a little bit aggressive. It'll be better for you if you take the high ground in that road instead of taking the low ground, because yeah, just because it's going to be on you. So, and if this comes up for anybody that's listening to, I don't know who this is for, of course, but if it resonates with you, pay attention to it, because this is going to be something that you're going to wish if you hadn't. If you don't take the higher ground, you're going to wish that you had, because this situation is just going to blow up out of proportion. And it's one of those things that, like, it can be avoided. It could have been avoided. It didn't have to get as heated and escalated as it did, but because it did, now you have to deal with a bigger situation than it would have been if you had just stepped to the side and let that person on the street just walk past you with their concerns and issues. Just let them keep going. But they cross paths with you, and if you stay on the same level that you're on with them, and you don't become the bigger person, you bump into this person on the street, and now there's a fight. So that's the energy that's coming up with this Four of Swords. Um, and I think it's interesting that this person is boxed in. It's a box. So, and with the Suite of Swords, that sword cuts both ways. It can cut for you, and it also can cut against you. It can be, you can be on the receiving end of the cut, or you can be the one using the sword. So in this situation, in whatever situation that's coming up for you, you're going to need to be the one that is wielding the sword in a different way. So don't use your sword for aggression and anger. Um, be the peacemaker in the situation. It'll be important. Let me see if there was anything else. Oh, no, that's not. Okay, so it's been 18 minutes. Okay, great. I made it past 10 minutes. So, this was day 3 of me going live for 30 days. Thank you, Elm Tree, for helping me get through this. I appreciate it. Your comments and things like that, your interactions, I so appreciate it. I'm probably gonna go make jewelry or something. It's been a long day. I've been in the house all day. I refused to go anywhere today because I was just so exhausted and drained from yesterday. And so today I've been outside my house, um, to the driveway, and that's as far as I've gone. And so no, I think I'm just gonna make jewelry and go stand outside and stare at the sky or something like that. I'm always staring at the sky. I love the sky. Yes, I do make jewelry. I make goddess bracelets and barefoot sandals. I make pendants. Actually, at some points, oh, I have a few things on my website, gogoscorner.com. And I wish I could things are working. I just got my website redone, and it's been active since April. And so now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm adding things in, um, and um, and learning how to work the website. But I make goddess bracelets And I'm going to show you what they look like. I make barefoot sandals. I make waist beads and custom jewelry. I do a lot of custom pieces. People will see something from somebody else, and then they'll be like, oh, I like this, but can you do it like that? And I also, because I'm a reader, so these are my goddess bracelets. And I also make barefoot sandals for the feet. Um, yes, it is. I think I felt that. Yes. I also do consignment for a metaphysical store. So I take some of my things. Thank you so much. So if you go to my website, gogoscorner.com, there's a few more on there. I have so many things, and I have some really, I love some of the pieces that I make because I'll make these big pendant pieces. Let me go get one. I'll be right back. Down. So okay, I'm gonna back. Oops. Okay, so I make these pendants as well, and I make a lot of gemstone jewelry. I work with I love crystals, and and I do protection pieces and power pieces and just anxiety pieces and things like that. This is it's got a unicorn at the bottom. This is rainbow hematite. These stones are the purple stones are jade, and these are rainbow hematite. So this actually is it's like purple rainbow ish. um, and and I make a lot of pieces that have to do with maintaining your energy, maintaining your balance, um, things to help you be more disciplined, and um, just whatever stones you feel like they're connected to you. Like some people know what stones work for them, and some people have no idea. So this was another piece that I made. This right here is agate, and these are hematite, Picasso jasper, dolomite jasper. This is hematite here, and crackle quartz. So the whole necklace is made of dolomite jasper and all of this. So yeah, a lot of my pieces are custom pieces. In fact, most of my pieces are custom pieces. Even when I make the goddess bracelets, unless I'm specifically copying a piece that I've made before, some kind of way, every piece that I make has something different about it. So if I make another one of these, something about it will be different. Like there'll be two of these or less of these. I'll use different charms. Like even if it's the same colors, like people that buy the same jewelry from me, like if somebody gets a pendant from me or something like that, and I make two of those, I don't make them the same way. Even if it's the same stones, I'll put them in a different order. And I don't do that on purpose. I think it's just kind of way the way my energy works. Like it makes it different. Like and I don't know why. So I've never made two of the exact same pieces of any of my jewelry pieces, and I have a lot of pieces, and I've never made two of the same kind. And so I think I love that actually. Um, Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. I love what I do. I'm a licensed massage therapist as well, and I teach meditation and working with the gemstones and making things. Beading is a meditation for me. I learned how to bead 2013 in South Africa. When I graduated to become a priestess, I was in South Africa and I had been there for 3 weeks. So I learned how to be. So that became a meditation for me. Go to my website. All of that is on my website. So I really want you to go look at it. And if you have any questions about anything, please reach out, please. Okay, so it is 25 minutes in just about. So I'm gonna end it here. And I so appreciate this. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna get tea, make joy. All right, I'm gonna end my live when I figure out where that little X button is. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. All right, have a good night. Bye. I wonder if this works.